made by Shirley. So I've come on to do a couple of mixed media things, hopefully a couple. I did this one last week, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and a lot of people responded to it. I had quite a lot of views. I had not quite 1,000 views, but it was quite a big amount of views, so I was really happy with that. So I thought I would do something again, probably not the same as this, but a mixed media type thing. So I've got a couple of card bases, smaller, and I've got two sort of, these ones are 4x6, 10-fold, but I'll put them to the side because I've got a couple of layers. So this bigger one is slightly bigger, so it's 4, actually, must be bigger by 4 than 6, so it's 4 by 5.5, that one, and this one's smaller. It is 3.5 by 5.25. So I've got some new inks. I've got a napkin which I might use on the back. I've got some nice die cuts, Alexandra Renka die cuts. You can get these from Print. Well, they might not have these actually in. You can check it out. You might be able to get those ones from Print. So these are, I don't know what the name of them are. This one's a kind of strawberry, sort of very delicate. This is how it cuts out, like that. So it's really delicate. And this one, and I cut it out in coloured paper in case I decided that I wanted to use the colour, that colour on the back. And then this one here, which is just kind of a eucalyptus type leaf, when you get an extra leaf with it as well. So those two. And I've got another, this is a Gummy Pants stamp, which is, you might get that in Print, which is called, that's called 190404428. I'm not sure if they do that one anymore, so it's a sort of alphabet one. I've got some Distress Oxides, ones that I've just bought recently new. So I've got the napkins, and I've got various other bits and pieces. So I thought I would maybe start with a bit of the napkin. So I'll probably go for that sort of lighter colour. So these napkins are either 2-ply or 3-ply. So I'm not going to need, I don't think I'm going to need the whole of the napkin. So I'm just going to cut off the bit that I need. I might actually use that one because it's got a nicer kind of colour. So I've chopped that up, and I've got 3 other pieces I can use, and I've got quite a lot of these napkins anyway. So let's just see if we can get this apart. Yeah, there we go. So it's 2-ply, that one. And we probably actually will need, well, maybe we'll thingy that in half. So that bit there, you can actually stamp it and make it your own background if that was something you wanted to do. So what I will probably do is I will probably just wet this, and I've got this gel medium, soft gel matte medium, which is a Dynaweight clay medium, and you can use that with this, and also it can be used to dilute paint and break down the pigments. Used as a flexible and heavy duty adhesive, ideal for adhering collage and mixed media ephemera. So that as well. So let's just get a nice brush just to this one's probably the best. So just want to dip my brush into my water and just soften that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a wee bit down the middle so that I can rip it off, and I can put one half hopefully on one piece and one on the other. Now I don't really want this green bit, so I'm just going to put a bit of water there and tear that away. And I probably will tear this edge away as well, just kind of round the leaf a little bit, like that, and then that's my piece that I'll either put on like that or not. This piece, I want to get rid of the green as well, so I'm just going to go round kind of there as well, and that just helps you tease that part away depending on what kind of napkin you're using. And then that can go on there, whatever way it's going to go on. Right, so pop that back now. And what I'm going to do first, before I think I put these on, just pop them to the side, is do a little bit of stamping. So I've got this milled lavender, I got shabby shutters, seedless preserve, Victorian velvet and weathered wood. So let's see, let's do some of the milled lavender at the back of the, I think I might put, I mean I can also put, that's not very bright, but that's okay, I don't need it to be. Perhaps I should have used the seedless preserve, and I should actually be using, to help me get a better image, my foam, which I didn't use. But I mean that's okay because it's nice and light and it's there, so that's fine. And then I'm going to do this one slightly darker. So I'm going to use this Victorian velvet, which is a wee bit darker. And I'm going to just put that there, yeah, that's a wee bit better. And then just a little bit on that edge as well. Maybe a bit there just to finish. I'll do a little bit here. Right, done that. Oh. So the next thing I'm thinking, did you notice, what did I do with the stamp set I had? I had another stamp set and now I can't see it. Here it is over here. So this is just a Globe Land stamp set which I've used quite a lot in the past, from Amazon. So there's various sort of textured backgrounds. So I'm going to use this Harlequin one. I'm going to get my box of blocks down. And I'm going to use, let's do some, so let's just put these away just now, because I want to do some watery inking, and I don't want these to get covered, and I'll put these over as well. Right, so I'm going to just, actually what I might use is, no, maybe not. Thought I was going to use something else, but I've changed my mind. So, let me think. I'm going to use some of the seedless preserve. I'm just going to pop that there. And I'm going to spritz it a bit, very slightly. And then I'm going to pop my Harlequin stamp in there, and I'm just going to do some stamping. And that's quite, it's okay, it's fine. Let's do a little bit of that there and a little bit there. So that's that one. Just pop that over, that'll dry quite quickly. This piece I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the colour like that, and then I'm going to just pop that away. There we go. Wipe my stamp off, and then I'm going to take another stamp from this same set. Oops. Put that back. So these kind of two here. Just pop that onto there, and then I'll get that one in a minute. And I'm going to use, I'm just going to mop that up slightly. There we go. And I'm going to use the, where is it? Milled lavender for this one. So I'm just going to pop. I think that's a bit squint. It doesn't matter. Don't suppose. Probably should have used a different colour, but it doesn't matter. So let's just wipe that off. There just now and get this one. So this one I'm going to use slightly darker colour, so it'll not be one I've just got. So let's put some, what will I put on? Can't see it at the minute. Bear with, folks. Let's just put some pumice stone, because I like to keep it quite light at the minute. So I'm just going to go in, that's fine, and a bit more with this. So this is really just winging it. I tend to just wing it. I wing it with lots of stuff though. I don't always have a plan at all to do whatever. It's usually a bit of just really being creative. So that's one. Let's go back to this. I don't want to overly do it too much at the background, but it's quite nice just having a little bit of something in the background just to, that's fine. I think that's all I'm going to do. I'll put these stamps back, put these away as well just now, and put these just to the side. I can just have that there for a minute. I'm going to wipe this stamp while I've got my, right, so I want to now put a bit of this napkin on and a bit of this on as well. Okay, so I'm going to get the gel medium here, and hopefully it will open because I've not used this yet. And I'm going to just get a nice brush, nice soft brush, he says. It's not very soft, is it? Right, back in a sec. Right, so find a brush. I'm just going to take a bit of this, and I'm just going to pop a little bit on here, because this is where I've decided it's going to go. And then I'm also going to just put a little bit on the back here. Just to help it stick. pick that back up because it's very delicate. Just try and get it to kind of flatten out a bit. Just a wee bit more on. I'm just trying to get this to flatten, but that's the thing, it does break off a bit. So that's okay. Just have to, don't do it too much because then it rips off. That's alright, we'll just leave it as is. So that's that piece. So for this bit, I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to just really put a little bit of this onto the back of the napkin. And a little bit onto here as well, and then pick it up just very gently like that, and then do some more. So gently over the top. Just take your time to do it. And it just kind of amalgamates into, so it looks like it's actually been there on the card that you've perhaps stamped it or whatever you've done. So that's that. So I am going to just up. We'll let that dry and then I'll come back and finish off, because it does take a wee while to dry. If you want to speed it up, you could dry it with the heat tool, but I prefer, I think, to wait a bit. And then what I thought I would do was bring these pieces over, whether I use that side or, well, that one's white, but whether I use this side or the white side. So I'll sort of do something like that, and then do something like that with perhaps this over or that way, maybe not to cover it too much. Something to that effect. This piece I could do a bit of, I don't know, both of these maybe. That sort of thing. I haven't quite decided. But when I come back we can play again. I've got these two little pieces as well. Might not use the whole bit. And then when they're actually on the base, even just like that, they're actually quite nice. You just put them on there like that. That's really quite nice, isn't it? Need to watch. So I'll let these dry and I'll be back with the next step. Okay, see you soon. Back now with these all dried off, and I think they look pretty good. I'm quite pleased with those. That one's a bit, I think I just overly put the ink on, but not the ink, the glue. I'm quite happy with it because I can do stuff over it. So I've got these die cuts, as I said. I'm not sure now if I'll use them. also found some bubble wrap, which I thought I could maybe do a little bit of that on top, maybe not. But I was thinking of doing some heat embossing, or I got some new washi tape again, and one of them is this gorgeous magnolia. Now what's this called? Magnolia something. I kept all the wrappers because they come in these lovely little bits, lovely little tissue paper, and you get this wee bit on one end. I mean, I could use this tissue, and then you get a wee tag on the other end, like that, a wee sticker. I wonder if it told me. It does tell me a name. Magnolia Bloom, it's called. So, because it's kind of the same colours, I'm thinking if I can find the end somewhere here. Must be. Oh gosh, yeah, I think it's here. I might actually be able to put some of these on. Aren't they lovely? They're gorgeous. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just get a few of them off. There's one, which I think might just go on there. So that's quite nice. And so there's some lovely wording as well, but I mean, look at that, it's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. There's another one I quite like. So they're really quite easy to peel off. At first I found them a bit difficult, but they're really actually quite easy. And somebody did say that a friend of theirs uses them and they tend to cut them out first. So, but I suppose whatever works. And that one has actually ripped, but what I can do is just marry it up, hopefully, she says. I don't think that's where it goes, it's there. Yep. And just flatten them down, so that's another bit of media going on there and on there. And let's see what else we can pop on. So you get 10 yards of this. It's gorgeous stuff, really gorgeous. I'm thinking about putting some of that wording on as well. And get hold of it. Yep. It's coming, it's coming. There we go. So I might just put that over that area, and that will kind of cover that up slightly. And then there's another place here, capture the moment, which is rather nice. Oh, don't rip it though. Capture the magic of the moment, I think it says actually. So just pop that kind of there. Once it stops sticking onto my finger. There we go. That's fine. And then let's put another wee bit on the top here. Let's have this bit here. So these are from the washi tape shop. I can put a link in for that on this video, and there is actually a code that you can use and you get some money off as well, if that's something you're interested in. So I'm thinking, where can I put that now actually? Let's put this bit off over here. Like that, that's fine. Right, let's just pop that away. So it really is nice. I've got some other new ones, but I'll do that in a separate video. And some of these might be given away on my giveaways when I get to 1,500 subscribers, which is, I only need 11 subscribers or 12 subscribers to get there. So please keep sharing. Right, so what I thought I was going to do now was just think about putting some of these on again. I'm not sure though. I've got some other bits and pieces rub-ons, but I don't know if these, I've never used these rub-ons. So I'm not sure that they're quite the right thing. So just leave that just now. So I might use those. Now what I want to do, if I'm using these, is I'm trying to think if I should put and I've got this thing called Sizzle as well, or Sizzle, whatever you want to call it. So I thought I might put a bit of that on too, somewhere. So I've had this for ages and ages. And I've never used it, you know. So I thought it was about time that I used it. So I'm thinking, well, what I'm actually thinking is probably not the same as, let's just put some glue here, this area, and just put that just on there, like that. We can kind of tease it out slightly. And just put that block on top of it a bit, just to hold it a bit, and then I'm going to put another piece, hopefully, she says, onto this area here. Probably too much, I don't want to cover up too much, so just take some of that away and probably just put a wee bit here. So just put a little bit of that here. Just get that, hold that down a bit. Right, now for these bits, for that one I think I might do that, but let me see what the paper dolls might look like. So I'm going to end up taking most of them out. And I'm probably looking for, let me see, I've got loads of these. These are probably quite the mini ones actually. There's a little girl there, might look quite nice, or the 3 women, or there's 3 little girls. Might look quite nice, I don't know. I don't know why I've got that there. I don't think men will look very nice in that one. Let's see what we can pop on. There's that woman just on her own. Decisions. Or there's these 2. No, I did actually like the 3 little girls on there. I thought they looked cool. So, what I think I'm going to do before I pop them on, I'm going to actually put a little bit, so that one for that. Let's pick something for the other side. So, I think I'm going to put the strawberry ones on this side here. So, and see if this little girl, what would she look like on there? Possible. So this one. So for this piece here, what I thought I'd do was I would just colour it a little bit with some of the milled lavender, I think. We'll try it. So I was just going to go over the top, I think, like that. I suppose what I should have probably done was move this out the way. So I've put some on the sizzle everywhere, or sizzle, whatever you want to call it. Put some of that water and just cover it that way. Let's see what's going on. No, that's broken as well. Oh my. Let's see, we can always put it back together. I'm sure that's broken. There's another one. I might use it on to... Oh my goodness. It doesn't usually do that. Right, let's put a wee bit more of this down. Because there's already water there. So I'm just colouring it very lightly. Dabbing it in just to get a wee bit colour. I'm not colour the whole bit, I don't think. I need to get a wee bit more on there. Let's see, yeah, I think that's fine now. That bit, we'll just leave it. And I need a little bit of tissue just to get rid of that just now. Now, coloured that slightly, and what I want to do with this one is probably colour it as well, but I want to use a different colour. So let's see what we've got. We've got weathered wood, we've got seedless preserve, weathered wood. We could do a wee bit of it in weathered wood. Let's just a little bit of water on as well. So I'm not going to do the strawberry part. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to do the leaf, because I'll probably colour the strawberry part in. Ooh, that's fine. Just turn that bit over. And the same with this piece, so it's going to just be roughly bit at the bottom. Oh, I've got a bit of the, probably got a bit of the grey in there. Let's see if we can do this bit without it breaking in half. Oh, that bit's come off. Doesn't usually do that, but that's okay. Right, so we've done that. We'll just leave these bits there just now. We've got that bit there as well. So let's see. That should be dry now. It's not that wet, so I'm just going to pop that onto there. We'll move these up. Move that up a bit as well. Just let them dry for a minute. And then we'll pop this on here. So I'm going to pop it on. Not with that. I'll just come back up a bit. Oh my goodness. Now, what I might need to do is to pop it on up the top with some foam. Let's see, so just pop this over here just now. Might not need to. So here's that block here. It's kind of doesn't really stick. Did it? No. Let's just stick it with glue to the top, I think, as well. Yep. I thought I might need foam tape, but I think it's better to do this. So just help that on a little bit, that's fine. And that does stick up a bit, it's okay. Just put a bit of glue at the back here. That's fine, that's better. And then these little girls, which I'm going to pop on there. And I think they can just go down flat. I was going to put them on to foam tape. I'm just going to put them down flat, I think. before I actually do that, let me do a bit of a splatter. So I'm going to get this kind of purpley colour. Sort of, what's this, light violet, and I'm going to get the thicker end, and I'm just going to splat it a bit, because I do like a splatter, if you know me, and I've just splatted all those as well. Never mind, and I'm just going to pop them on top, like that. Where's that? Just pop them on top, give them a bit of a press down. Oh, I think they're stuck to the, it's because of that sizzle, or sizzle, whatever you call it. Just move them up slightly, that's fine. Right, so that should be able to go on one base. That's that base. So that's what it will look like. So pop that over there, and we'll work on this one. So I think I want this girl. So first of all, before I do any more, I am going to see. I'm looking for that very, very light. I know these are strawberries, but I'm actually going to colour them pastel violet, and I'm going to put, hopefully this will work, a little splatter of pastel violet onto this one. And then I'm going to colour these. So let me get this little piece of just a piece of laminate. Just get that. I'm just going to very lightly colour that. Same here. Oh, that's come off as well. I can pop these back together. It's just, I don't know why it doesn't usually do that, but it did. So we'll just do this as well. And that. I need to do this wee bit as well. And we've also got sort of dark colour. This is a deep violet, so I'm going to use the other side just to go into these little seeded parts. I think usually they fall out, but at this point they've not fell out, so I think I should cover them with something. Right, so let's assemble this. So what I'm thinking is let's just put a little bit of glue on the back. Fit. There we go. So I'm going to go like that. Okay. See how this goes together. We're going to put that just on there. And then where's that little girl I was going to use? What did I do with her? Just disappeared. She was there. What did I do with her? It wasn't that little girl, but I mean, I suppose that would be okay if we popped her there. No, it was, I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. So if we put her, we pop her on there just now. Trying to pop her onto there. Just hold hold her for a few seconds. Go, and then I'm gonna pop this bit just in behind there. It's very delicate, you see. So if I just kind of pop that in, move that up. Oh, it's broke off. Goodness sake. Why are you doing this to me? That's okay. Let's get this wee bit off. Let's see if we can move this round to meet this bit. That's fine. There we go. Let's turn that round. We'll just give that a wee press down. That's moved again. Not sure why. Probably doesn't help that I've got glue on my fingers. I really should be, oh, it's ripping. I really should be using some tweezers. It's ripping. It's not playing ball today. Let's just pop this on. I'm not giving up. Not giving up at all. Right, let's just make sure that's going to stay there. Of that excess glue, and there, that one has come off. I need to pop it in behind the little girl's head, just so it looks like it's part of this bit here, which actually it is. Just hold that down a bit, that's better. Just make sure that's kind of there, that's it. Better. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to put these extra pieces on, which I could do, or will I do it? Could pop, maybe not that bit. Oh, it's breaking so easily. Maybe don't need those. Right, let's see. We'll put the dog in as well. What do you think? There's a wee dog here. We'll put the dog in. Let's do that. And go. Like that. Now, do I need frames or anything? What do you think? I've got some of my frames still here. Might be quite nice with a frame on it. Let's have a look. I think I'll just get rid of these to the bin because I thought they would have withstood the inking a bit better. So let's have a look at some of these frames, because the last one with a frame was actually pretty nice. That's okay. It does cut out quite a bit of the, do it that way. No. Let's have a look. See what we can do. No. Probably just wasting time here, you know. That's quite nice too. It's kind of covering a bit here, isn't it? And then it covers, oh no, it covers the bottom, so we'll see. Maybe not. Should have thought about that first before I put these flowers on. Flowers on. And then it hides. What about this one? Let's see, bring that one back. Look. Maybe we won't bother. That one's kind of got a frame round anyway. Let's see, we've got some more in here, and then I don't want to go over because my video will be extremely long and I don't want folk to get bored. Here's some more. Let's have a quick quick look here and see if there's anything that would work. No, I don't. It needs to be an oval kind of frame, I think. We could do that. That might be quite nice. Let's just pop this onto here, and then it can be finished soon. So I'm just going round, and I'm just putting the foam, bringing it round. It's quite good at bending round. You can cut it a bit, but it is actually okay at going round corners. Oh, don't want that on there in a minute. There we go. Right, scissors. Right, so I'm just going to leave it white, I think, or off-white, whatever you want to call it. And then it should just pull back all the way round, apart from there, of course. There's a wee bit poking out at that end. I don't suppose that'll matter too much. So let's just have a look before we actually put it down. So we're going to go off slightly to that side. And there we go. That looks okay. And I don't think that one needs one because we've already got a kind of frame going on there. So let's just pop that away just now. Put these in there. And yeah, I'm just trying to see if I need anything else on there. I might put some frames. Right, let's get our card bases. I'll just push them to the back there, which I can sort after when they're finished. Pop that to the back as well. Right, so pop that over there and find our card bases. So that's that card base and that's that card base. So what I'm thinking is, I've got a couple of other washi tapes here, I don't think I'll use them. Right, what I'm going to do is get the, where is it? The seedless preserves. Not do that with it though. And just go round, just giving it a bit of colour around the edge. There we go. And I'm just going to stick that one down. Oh, wasn't a good idea, Shirley. So the dies I used were Alexandra ink. Don't think you'll get them off my print because I didn't get them there. So just with a sort of even border going round like that. Just waiting. Got ink on there. On there. Never mind. We'll just say that's part of the card. Part of the mixed media. It's because it's on my fingers, isn't it? It could be part of the mixed media idea. Let's turn it over and give it a press down this side. And if it's that messy and I was giving it away, I would put on a different piece of card, but I would probably just leave it as is. So for this piece, and I see we've got that, but we can just leave it. I will get a brush See what brush, let's get this one. I'm just going to go round the edge with a wee bit of, not too much because I don't want to overpower it too much. But it is kind of pinks and whites and purples. So there we go, that's number 2. So let's just pop that on as well. And so yes, I'm trying to get to 1,500 subscribers, and I'm 11 subscribers away from that, so it would be really, really nice if my subscribers at the moment could really share this channel, and obviously likes are important because that helps more people to see my channel, and obviously subscribing is very important too. So there's those 2. So now I'm just going to finish off with some embellishments. So if you go to my social media pages, you'll see these finished cards there. So I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook, so you will find that in the description box below. Do check out the description box because there's a lot of information in there. So what I'll do is I will leave the embellishments, and I'll finish up now because the video will just go on and on and on, and I don't want you getting bored. So thanks so much for watching. Do let me know what you thought of these cards and the paper dolls and all the mixed media sort of different bits and bobs, and I will see you back here very soon.